bar hopping, but reading at coffee shops. I don't remember the details of where I first saw this, but I think it was Natalie Lawyer in like either an Instagram reel or a YouTube video, just kind of talking about this premise. And ever since hearing that, I've been dying to do something at least similar. So I have a puppy and it's hard to be gone all day or bringing him to a bunch of different places. So we are doing a version where I chose, oh, thank you, Milo, yep. Where I chose a lot of different coffee shops to try over the next week, basically one per day. And so we're gonna go, we're gonna read. I'm gonna get back into reading because I have not really been in a slump, but just really busy. And I finally have some time this week to dedicate to reading. So I'm looking forward to finishing some books, starting some new ones, and taking Milo to a bunch of new places. I love you. It's like, Mom, we have to go. I woke up from my nap. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to go do something. So let's go do that. Huh. Okay, let's pack my bag and head to our first spot. We just got back from coffee shop number 1, which I think is pronounced Vivo. I hadn't been before. I'd been dying to go. They have another location further away. And so when I was prepping for this video and I saw that they recently opened a location closer to me, I was so excited because this was on my list strictly because of their matcha flights. I feel like it's not common to find those at coffee shops, and I loved all the flavors that they had. They were out of stock of quite a few, so I'm looking forward to like going back and trying new ones. But I tried the banana, mango, blueberry, and strawberry. They were all so good. I wrote down my ratings, so I'm sure you already saw them like as I was doing the taste test with you guys. What I struggle with coffee shops is like there's always music on, so I can't really like speak to the camera, but hopefully I got some clips. You got the vibes. It was really cute. I think it's next to a college, so I feel like it did definitely like cater towards like studying or working. There was quite a few, I think, students there, and so I didn't really have the ability to film a whole lot anyways. I didn't want to film people much, but I wanted to get a couple clips of like the vibes, the ambiance. Milo was still learning to like calm down at a coffee shop, so we couldn't be there as long as I was hoping for, but it was still a success. We did some reading, we had some great matcha, and I'm actually gonna change into like some comfy clothes, keep reading, and then I will come back to give you a reading update. Can I see? No. But do I love a good golden hour moment? Yes. I wanted to give you guys a reading update because I am, I think, 50% into If It Makes You Happy. I read a good chunk of this today and I am loving it. Every time I pick it up, I'm giddy, I'm obsessed, and it just keeps getting better. So I actually expect to finish it today. I'm on page 244. So it's a big book, but I feel like it's so easy to binge and fly through. So I feel like I'm just gonna have like a cozy night, read it, finish it, hello, because I'm just dying to finish a book. And I really enjoyed reading it today. So I'm just gonna continue listening and physically reading. I'm just doing like a little hybrid today. So I'm gonna give Milo some love and attention and finish this book. And I will see you guys in the morning for day 2 of coffee shop bar hopping. Good morning, it's the next day. It's already 11 and I just got to our second coffee shop, but I want to give a reading update because last night I finished If It Makes You Happy. It is a nice, warm hug. It is the hug that we need during the fall season. This was so good. I think I get so scared about reading contemporary romance because I'm worried that the conflict that we have to resolve by the end kind of thing is going to be stupid. And then we're like, why do we have this weird third act breakup that was so unnecessary? This wasn't stupid. Everything made sense. life is complicated, you have big decisions to make, you have to find your priorities, and you also have to like embrace the changes that come along, right? Like we all think we have this plan, and I don't know about you, but there's so many times that I'm like, I'm so glad things did not go or work out like I thought I wanted them to, you know, like 3-4 years ago. And I feel like that is what I got a lot from this. And I just really enjoyed it. I love the small town feel. I loved our main characters. I love the side characters. Kids in books has to be done right. It was done right. So I really enjoyed this one, and I get why everyone's obsessing over it. So with that, I need to step away from contemporary romance. I'm just not a huge romance girl, so I've read quite a few during the fall time already. So I have my Kindle here. I have a couple like just ebooks as like ARCs or Kindle Unlimited that I have that I don't think I have any audios for, but I need to figure out kind of what I want to start next. I'm really wanting to dive into a fantasy, and I have a couple saved, and I just have to kind of read the synopses and see which one speaks to me. But nonetheless, I'm excited. I've been to this coffee shop before. I'm just obsessed with it, and I don't come here often enough. I don't have Bestie Milo with me. I took him to the dog park, tired him out. He's now at home sleeping. I'm hoping to be here for like even an hour would be amazing. So let's go ahead, head in, and do some reading. I've been back home for a little bit. It's around 2:30, and before I have to clock in for all my work stuff, which like I said, I have such a weird work schedule this week, I want to give you a reading update because I am very excited for this book. I ended up choosing The Silversmith by L.J. Claren. I'll put it up here, but I really couldn't remember why I added this from Kindle Unlimited, so I skimmed the first like couple lines in the synopsis. I was like, sounds intriguing enough to me, and I read 8% of it at the coffee shop. So from what I've gathered, because I don't even remember what the synopsis said, but our main female character, she has to save the world. And it's not something that like she's been, you know, trained her whole life for this destiny or fate or whatever, or even trained in the sense of like, oh, well, she was at least trained in combat or, you know, part of the military or whatever it may be. Like, no, Bestie's living in poverty in a cabin in the woods, and she's now learned her fate or whatever it is that she has to save the world. Could you imagine? You're like, babes, I don't have money to feed myself. I am starving out here, and you want me to just go save the world? Crazy. So I don't know anything that's even revealed to us in the synopsis beyond that. That's just kind of what I've gathered in the first like 8% of it. I think it's like page 50 something on the ebook, but I'm very curious. We have been introduced to our main female character, a friend of hers, and then these like 3 or 4 men showed up, and that's kind of what kickstarted her learning this fate that she has to save the world. So I'm very curious how this is gonna go, because I feel like I dove into this world so quick. It was so easy to get into, and I was like, I feel like I've understood our female main character so quickly. So that's a huge testament to the author's writing and like how they have really just put you into this world, and I feel like I'm understanding it, and I'm excited to see like what more there is. So I'm gonna continue reading this throughout the night. I probably won't be able to get too far into it. Last night when I was doing my work stuff, I was listening to If It Makes You Happy alongside physically reading at points, but if I had work stuff that I had to be doing, then I was still listening to it. I don't have like an audiobook for this, so we'll see. But I will give you another update in the morning before we go to our next coffee shop. Another day, another coffee shop, but I want to give you a reading update before we head into this new one. So I am on chapter 19, which is 47% into The Silversmith. My feelings have only enhanced since our last update. Like, they have not changed. They've only grew exponentially with every chapter, every word. I love this book. I love the plot. I love her characters. I am so invested in everything going on. And I'm so scared about what the last 50% is going to be, because we have, like, indirectly, like, gods at play, I think. And I'm so curious, like, what that could turn into, because I feel like there are characters that we haven't been introduced to yet, but, like, we've been talking about, maybe some that we have been introduced to, that I worry about, like, what their intentions are. I don't think maybe they're all as good as they come across, and I'm just nervous. And there is this, like, underlying plot. Like, if you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm so excited for you to read this. What is going to happen? What are we gonna learn? Like, we have theories, I'm sure. As a reader, you're reading this and you're like, okay, I think I can get some of what's going on or what's gonna happen. I'm down bad for our main characters. So down bad, specifically for the main male character, of course. Like, my expectations for men have grown exponentially, but maybe not in the healthiest way, because Bestie is willing to, like, burn down a village if he needed to for her. What does that say about me? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we have been to 2 coffee shops so far. So we went to the Vivo Craft Cafe, and that's where we, like, kicked off everything. Really enjoyed it. That's where we had, like, the flight of matchas. Then we went to MoonGoat Greenhouse. Now, it was kind of weird. Like, I hadn't been to that one technically, but I had. It was a different coffee shop, and I had been to that one when it was, like, that ownership and, like, that coffee, that matcha, and I loved it. I love the location. Like, the greenhouse is so iconic and so beautiful, but MoonGoat, like, bought it, and so I hadn't been to, like, a MoonGoat before. Like, there's a few locations of that chain, and so I did really like the matcha that I had. I felt like it was very creamy. I just don't think I, like, talked about the actual coffee shop, so I really liked it. Today, we just got to Cafe and Coffee Roasters, and so I have not been to here before, and I think this is one that has, like, cream tops that you can add. Like, it's kind of, like, known for them to have that. So I'm thinking a matcha, obviously, but maybe, like, add a cream top of some sort to, like, fit what they're known for. So we're gonna go in. I'm gonna hope there's a spot. It's kind of a small parking lot, but there's a couple businesses in the strip, so I just don't know if it's, like, packed because of the coffee shop. I don't know. So we'll see. But let's go continue reading. Like, do I say it? Will you be mad if I say it again? Another day, another coffee shop. I have quite the reading update for you guys. So it's the next day, and I think this will be our second to last day of this. So yesterday I read at the coffee shop for like an hour and a half maybe, and then I came home and I was just too down bad to not just finish it. So that's exactly what I did. I have officially finished the Silversmith. I am obsessed with this book. I don't know what it is. I just struggle more often than not to, like, get into a book if it's just physically reading. I think I'm such a hybrid reader because I love the, like, immersiveness of it all. So when I'm just physically reading, I do often find myself, like, getting distracted by things. I'm never fully, like, invested in everything going on. That was not the case here. I cannot recommend this book enough. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have that, it's free, you know what I mean? So definitely check it out. Add this to your TBR. This was such an amazing fantasy. I have no idea when, like, the next book is supposed to come out. I need to look that up. I made a story yesterday and, like, tagged her in it, and it just, like, was telling everyone to read it, and she replied to it, you know, like thank you so much for, like, sharing and everything. And every time an author does that, like, replies to a story and is like, thank you for sharing this kind of thing, I'm like, thank you, like, thank you for writing this. So that's exactly how I feel with this. Please add this to your TBR if you're looking for a new fantasy to just obsess over. I don't know why everyone hasn't already read it, you know? So there's that. Then I started, but, like, barely started, The Nightmare Bride, I believe is what it's called. Let me just, like, triple check that. I got it as an ARC from the Nerd Fam. They have a lot of fantasies. The Nightmare Bride by Shaylin Gandhi? Gandhi. feels right. I'm only like 8% in, so I don't fully know what this is supposed to like be. From what I've gathered, our main female character is considered like a key mistress instead of kind of like your normal mistress, like waiting on, you know, the queen or the princess or something. She has this special kind of requirement for the job where the city or town, empire, whatever, has these like really bad nightmares that come in and like completely take over someone, and I think it makes someone also want to go out and like leave the castle, leave their home, and so like everyone has to like chain themselves up, and so part of her duty is to like help chain up the princess, and the princess is about to get married. And what we know is our main female character does not like the prince. We don't fully understand why. I don't think they've ever met, but we got this hint of like, based on the letter from, you know, my dresser, you know, he's a terrible person. And so we are getting a lot of hatred from our main female character towards this prince guy. And the prince is literally like coming night one of the book starting, is like, he's supposed to come and they're supposed to get married the next day. So I'm very curious, because often we see where like the two main characters are obviously like the two people that are getting married in those situations. So I'm just curious like how this is gonna evolve, but very curious about the nightmare situation. Like that's what I'm most like, what's that situation? Because we got a glimpse of it really quick right off the bat, but like I haven't read enough to fully grasp it. So curious about the characters and like what the dynamic is supposed to be, words, and then the nightmare situation. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna read. I am at actually a coffee shop that I have been to before several times, but I haven't been since the beginning of the year. It's called the Wall Riders, and they have a ube matcha that is to die for. I've raved about it if you've watched my channel, so we're going in, we're getting that, and we're gonna read for just a little bit, get like more progress into this book, and then we're headed home. Okay, before we head out to our last coffee shop, and I let my girls sit, so we're just gonna ignore them. They're behind me. Also, what is he doing? He won't just like get up on the couch. I don't know. I want to give you guys a reading update because I am, moment please, 38% of the way into The Nightmare Bride. So like I said, I got this as an ARC from Nerd Fam, and I'm just like not invested. I think that's the biggest thing I'm noticing, is I don't really care about what's going on. The premise sounds interesting. I just think the execution of it is what I'm not loving, and like the way that the author's telling it, I guess. Like the writing isn't bad. I think she's doing a lot of telling and not showing. Like she'll make these comments like, and the, you know, insane chemistry I have with him, and I'm like, where? I missed that. Like you're just like telling me they have chemistry because she says like he's infuriating and they like bicker, but like the bicker isn't like, she's trying to make it tense or, you know, like an underlying tone of romantic, but like I don't feel that. So like that's what I'm noticing with this one. I'm gonna go to our final coffee shop today, and I'm gonna do as much reading there as I want, and then I'll kind of like make the call of whether or not, even if I want to like continue this, because I don't want to continue a book that like I just don't care about. I want to see if I can reach the 50% mark or so, and then like kind of see how I feel. But we are going to a coffee shop that I've been to before, but I haven't been, I don't even know if I've been this year, honestly. It may have been last year. I've only been like a couple times, but they have a really good matcha. I feel like they have a great strawberry and blueberry, so we'll see which one I get. But Milo doesn't know that he's actually coming with me on this one. He's a little sleepy, and I don't think he loves it when I like get ready for the day, because he's like, oh, like she's leaving and I don't know if I'm coming with her, and that I don't think he likes. But he is coming with me, so Milo and I are gonna get ready and head to the coffee shop. I need to make my bed. We're not talking about it. I'm here to give you guys a reading update because I am deciding to DNF The Nightmare Bride. I'm kind of surprised because it takes a lot for me to DNF, but as I read more and more, life's too short to read something you're not interested in, and I have so many other books that I want to be reading, so we're gonna put this one down. I don't know if it's just like the wrong time or what, but I feel like I'm not interested in the story or like invested in the story. I'm not connected to the characters. I'm not feeling the chemistry between our main characters, and there's just so many other books out there. So this could be for you. Check out the synopsis if it seems interesting. If you just want a book to keep you company, which is so valid, maybe give it a shot, just not for me right now. That said, this was still such a successful reading vlog. We finished If It Makes You Happy, which I had been dying to read and finish because for no reason other than life getting in the way, it took me way too long to read. And so every time I picked it up, I loved it, but I never like dedicated time to just like sitting down and finishing it. So I'm so glad we had this video to do that. And then we picked up the Silversmith, which was something I hadn't seen a ton of reviews on, but the couple that I had seen were like raving, why is no one talking about this kind of reviews. And I was like, we're reading that. 5-star experience. I agree with them. Why are we not all raving about this book? So if you take one thing from this video, read that book. I hope that you had like a fun time kind of bouncing around the coffee shops with me, because that was such a fun like addition to do for this reading vlog, and I love that we got to try new ones. We got to go back to ones that I hadn't been to in a while, try new drinks. I just had a really good time, and maybe if you don't have a puppy, you could just like do a true kind of coffee shop crawl where you go to several in one day. I just can't do that at this point, but I would love to maybe do like a part 2 to this video, because there are so many coffee shops in Orange County and LA even. Like there's so many that I want to look at and like go to. I say look at, just like what, go up and look at it and walk away? No, I want to try their drinks, whatever it may be, but I feel like I could definitely do like a continuation of this. So let me know if you would like to see that. But thank you guys so much for watching and tagging along for the video, and I will see you in my next one.